Know your type, Curtis. You gonna fall for one of my niggas real soon. See if you figure out which one.
You did a PSA on Curtis about him and Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
On the cover of him. You know, you kind of poking the bear there.
I'm not poking a bear. I'm saying that he's a stone and the two men he's lived in sales with, who you had sex with, Curtis. No, I'm not saying allegedly. You're and you know it.
I'm gonna do my Pierce Morgan and say he's not here to defend himself. So
no, and neither is his asshole.
Mayo just cranked his ongoing clash with 50 Cent up to max volume, and now he's throwing out a wild explanation that's got everybody talking. According to Mayo, the real reason 50 has been coming so hard at Diddy isn't about morals or justice at all, it's about distraction. He's suggesting that 50 is deflecting heat away from himself, trying to keep certain rumors from sticking, and that's a serious accusation to put in the air. Mayo didn't stop there either. He hinted that 50 might be guarding parts of his private life that he doesn't want under a spotlight, and that alone was enough to set the internet on fire. Now the big question is this: is Mayo just moving out of spite because 50 allegedly threatened to shut down his podcast? Or is he really saying things other people have been scared to say out loud? The timing feels loud, messy, and very intentional. And let's be real, this isn't the first time rumors like this have followed 50 around. Over the years, a few people have tossed out claims and side comments suggesting there's more to his personal life than what he shows publicly.
At the same time, you know, 50 built up his aura of being this bully and stuff like that. I'm not, you just could say anything too, like, and I'm just gonna be cool with that, like, but I'm gonna match it, right? So it's like, if you say something, I'm gonna say something.
In the past, Jaguar Wright allegedly claimed that 50 and Soulja Boy were more than just friends, and those words have never fully disappeared from online conversations. Then Vivica Fox added fuel with slick comments that many took as hints, not jokes, keeping the speculation alive. But here's where things get tricky. Almost everyone who's ever taken shots at 50 also has a history of personal issues with him. Lawsuits, burned bridges, business fallouts, bruised egos, it's all there.
Acceptable for someone to create a documentary about you without your approval. How would you feel if it happened to you?
It's like
definitely not acceptable. It's facetious and petty.
Right. It's like somebody putting out your sex tape. The lighting wasn't good enough.
Yeah, they're trying to make you just look bad.
What?
Oh, they caught me on a bad day?
Right.
I wasn't even on my shit. This thing caught a weak one. Damn.
You see that the lighting is dark?
Damn.
You see that the fucking lighting is dark?
Got me looking small out here.
Put this on the internet?
Word.
That makes people wonder if these stories are real concerns or just resentment dressed up as gossip. Is this about truth, or is it about payback for a man who's known for dominating every room he walks into? So now fans are split down the middle. Some think these are bitter rumors coming from people who couldn't keep up with 50's success. Others believe where there's smoke, there's at least something being hidden. Either way, folks want proof, not just talk. And that's why everyone's asking for receipts. This whole situation really kicked off when the Let's Rap About It podcast crew, including Mayo, Jim Jones, Fabulous, and Dave East, went in on 50's Netflix docuseries focused on Diddy. Jim Jones openly said 50 was being petty, accusing him of capitalizing on controversy instead of letting things play out naturally. Then Mayo took it a step further and compared the documentary to putting out someone's private tape, saying it crossed an unspoken line. That comparison alone sent shockwaves through the conversation.
I'm used to it, I know what it is, but you get your hand on my pocket. Get off my channel, boy. This is what I gotta do it, right? And this is my...
Just as bad as Diddy, 50 actually has a heart. He's a lovable thug. You know? Somebody should ask Soulja Boy how loving he is. He's very loving.
He felt his way about what was said on the podcast, and look, he got every right to feel how he want to feel. I'm not backing out of no smoke.
Now the lines are drawn, the sides are picked, and the tension isn't cooling down anytime soon. Word, and just like everyone expected, 50 didn't waste a single second clapping back. He didn't tiptoe, he didn't sneak diss, and he definitely didn't keep it cute. The moment those comments started buzzing, 50 jumped straight on Instagram and went full attack mode, making it crystal clear he felt disrespected and wasn't letting it slide. Instead of tossing light shade, 50 went straight for the jugular. He straight up called the podcast crew squatters and bums, putting their business on blast for the whole internet to see. He even posted the dictionary definition of squatter, slapped their podcast logo right next to it, and claimed they owed around $250,000 in unpaid rent for the space they were recording in. That move alone had people gasping, because that wasn't just insults, that was pressure, and 50 wasn't done flexing yet. He hinted that he could buy the entire building out from under them and shut the podcast down completely.
50 Cent has taken shots at the Let's Rap About It crew.
Smoke. It's very smoky.
Now, 50 posted this.
Documentary is a big thing. Like, you don't want nobody doing a documentary about some, like, trying to just make your whole character look weak. Like, that's petty behavior.
I don't understand why that's, like, legal to do, though.
Documentary is more like a mockumentary. Shit like that. Do you think that is wrong or not?
I'm not with it.
All right, now, he posted that clip, and then he also posted, and I got to make sure I got to see, like, what's true and what's not true.
Call us squatters.
Yeah, he called you guys squatters and said you guys owe $250,000. So is that true?
I don't know nothing about that.
Okay, so you guys have paid your rent.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay. All right, now, to put it in perspective, though, you said you weren't taking aim.
No, we not making our podcast not going. We don't talk about people. We take things and internalize it. We was talking about, it was a general conversation about do people have the actual right to make a documentary about you, and how would you feel if it was you? But I get where you're coming from. But at the same time, I'm not trying to walk nothing down. Like, if it's smoke, it's smoke.
That wasn't a joke. That was a power play. The message was loud and clear. Don't forget who owns the leverage here. Now, after all that heat, Mayo tried to ease things up a little during an interview with Angela Yee. He claimed he wasn't directly dissing 50's documentary about Diddy, saying he was just speaking in general about unauthorized documentaries. But even while backtracking, Mayo still made it clear he wasn't scared. He basically said if he ever sees his image or name getting used online in a slick way, he's ready to fire back immediately. No hesitation, no apologies. Still, the energy already felt locked in. Once 50 put them on blast publicly, there was no way things were going back to neutral. The tension was thick, and everyone knew the pod crew wasn't going to just sit there and take it quietly. And sure enough, they didn't. On Christmas Day of all days, the crew took the drama straight to the booth. Mayo, Jim Jones, Fabulous, and Dave East dropped a surprise freestyle titled Squatters' Rights, and they did it over classic 50 Cent beats.
My pocket, man. Get your hand out my pocket. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing on the channel. Get your hand out my pocket, man. Look at me when I'm talking to you. I see, yo. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, man. I see what you're doing. Nah, look at me, man. I see what you're doing, man. Yeah, you gonna make me. Okay, I'm telling you right now. When I want to work for Diddy, I'm gonna physically put my hands on somebody for the ratings because he's not gonna outdo me. I'm gonna physically. I'm gonna go to Central Booking. Yeah. I'm used to it. I know what it is. But get your hand out my pocket. Get off my channel, boy.
Itself. You know what I'm saying? You can't ask for more out of him. You got a huge community of artists out there that are working in the studio every night.
That alone was a bold move, almost disrespectful on purpose. The track had people shocked, laughing, and replaying it non-stop.
50 Cent blamed the second season ratings dip on gay stuff.
First of all, you know, the pot calling the kettle black is all I'm saying.
Ooh. Pot calling the kettle black. Huh.
Whoa. That was some tea.
You're not insinuating that
he's
50
gay?
Cent is...
Vibe cover with him and Soulja Boy that made me kind of go,
But let's keep it real. Fabulous was the one who went the hardest. He aimed straight at 50 with sharp lines, slick delivery, and zero fear. It wasn't just rap, it felt personal. So right after that freestyle hit the internet, 50 made his move, and it was classic 50 energy. Instead of responding directly, he went the cryptic flex route, posting photos that screamed power and patience. One of the biggest posts showed him styled like the Great Gatsby, all polished and untouchable, with a caption that sounded more like a warning than a toast. He wrote something along the lines of, "Let's toast to success, health, and prosperity," then followed it up by saying he's planning his new year and that once he's done, he'll come out to play, which told people everything they needed to know. That last part really hit different. He basically reminded everyone that anyone who's ever played with him ended up regretting it in the long run. No yelling, no insults, just a calm reminder of his track record. In other words, 50 wasn't done at all. He was just loading up quietly and letting people think it was safe. For a second, it looked like the drama might cool off. The internet started to slow down, and people thought maybe everyone said their piece. But Mayo wasn't ready to let that happen. He stepped back in and turned the heat right back up, throwing out a new angle that instantly reignited the whole conversation. This time, Mayo suggested that 50's nonstop shots at Diddy, the Netflix documentary, the trolling, and all the online jabs might be coming from something way deeper. He hinted that it could be tied to old rumors about 50's private life, rumors that have floated around for years but never fully disappeared. Mayo even pointed to a moment where Maino reportedly shared, then quickly deleted, an old clip showing 50 and Diddy acting extremely friendly. According to Mayo's suggestion, that clip was meant to imply that 50's anger might come from feeling rejected in the past. That insinuation alone sent social media into chaos. Now some fans fully jumped on Mayo's side and started pushing the idea that 50 is hiding parts of who he really is. They began pulling up past interviews, old comments, and claims from people who've previously said similar things. To them, this wasn't new, it was just resurfacing. One of the most talked about voices in all of this is Jaguar Wright, who has gone on record multiple times claiming she has real proof about 50's personal life. She's publicly said that 50 bats for the other team, and even went further by claiming there was more than just friendship between 50 and Soulja Boy back in the day. Those words have been repeated non-stop, even though they've never been officially proven. Now the internet is split again. Some people say this is all reckless talk coming from people with grudges. Others say these rumors wouldn't keep popping up if there wasn't something behind them. Either way, Mayo reopening this angle made one thing clear. The drama wasn't dying down at all, it was evolving fast. The wildest part of all this is how far Jaguar pushed it, because she didn't even bother saying allegedly when she spoke on this whole situation. That alone raised eyebrows everywhere. She doubled down and claimed she personally knows 2 different men who, according to her, told her stories about 50's rumored DL lifestyle. She straight up said, "And I've spoken to 2 men, he's lived in sales." And people instantly caught that she was speaking with full confidence, not caution. Now, whether people believe her or not, that delivery made the claims hit louder. When someone talks like that, it shifts the conversation from gossip to controversy real quick. And that's why folks are still replaying her words years later. But here's the thing. The rumors involving 50 and Soulja Boy didn't just appear out of nowhere. This didn't start last week or even last year. The roots go way back to 2010, when XXL magazine dropped that now infamous cover featuring 50 and Soulja together. At the time, nobody outright accused anyone of anything, but the energy was noticed immediately. People were giving side eyes, blogs were being extra careful with their wording, and the internet was buzzing quietly. Back then, folks weren't as bold as they are now. Social media wasn't what it is today, so people whispered instead of shouting. Still, that cover stuck in people's minds, even if nobody wanted to be the first to say it out loud. Then things took another turn when 50's ex, Vivica Fox, entered the conversation. Out of nowhere, Vivica made comments that many felt were more than just jokes. She strongly hinted that 50 might be on the DL, and that instantly reignited old speculation. What made it even crazier is that she specifically brought up that XXL magazine cover. Vivica said seeing those photos of 50 hugging Soulja Boy made her feel a certain type of way. She didn't spell everything out, but she didn't have to. The implication was loud enough, and the internet ran with it immediately. From that moment on, those old rumors never really went away. They just stayed tucked in the background, waiting for moments like this to resurface. Some people say it's messy and unfair. Others say once multiple people start pointing to the same moments, it keeps the conversation alive whether anyone likes it or not. But wait, because somehow this situation gets even messier. Some fans have started digging back into the archives and resurfaced a 2016 article that's now making the rounds all over again. That article claimed that 50 Cent was spotted at Voyeur nightclub, a well-known LGBTQ nightclub located in Philly's so-called gay boyhood, and people instantly started talking. The article opened with a dramatic line that caught everyone's attention saying, "Here's something I thought I would never report ever in my life." Curtis 50 Cent Jackson was spotted in the Jaguar Hood, known for the mega hit In Da Club. That's exactly where I found him Saturday night at Voyeur nightclub. That quote alone was enough to make social media go wild once it resurfaced. The piece went on to explain that Voyeur is a popular LGBTQ nightclub in the Jaguar Hood and mentioned it's co-owned by brothers Billy Weiss and Michael Weiss, who also co-own Woody's, another well-known bar across the street. According to the article, the club was packed that night, and 50's appearance reportedly included a performance moment where a man danced awkwardly in a light-up bodysuit, which stood out to the writer and readers alike. Now, as soon as that article started circulating again, you already know what happened next. Some people immediately began connecting dots, even if those dots may not actually connect at all. Screenshots, old links, and half-remembered blog posts started flying, turning one appearance into a full-blown theory fest. But here's the part that doesn't get enough attention. If you take even one scroll through social media right now, the overall reaction is pretty clear. Most fans are not buying these rumors about 50 being on the DL, not even close. The majority of comments are calling it a reach, saying people are stretching old moments into something they were never meant to be. The dominant vibe online is that this whole situation feels more like hurt feelings finally spilling over than any real revelation. A lot of fans think this is what happens when old tension meets new success. People are pointing out that 50 has been on an undeniable winning streak lately, and not everyone around him is happy about it. Between the massive buzz around the Diddy documentary, his growing list of production deals, his TV empire, and his non-stop business wins, 50 has been moving like someone who's untouchable right now. And when someone is winning that hard, history shows that old grudges tend to resurface loud and reckless. So instead of seeing this as proof of anything, many fans are reading it as frustration disguised as controversy. He's been moving like a full-blown mogul on a mission, and every time 50 starts stacking wins, the noise always gets louder. That pattern never fails. When things are quiet, nobody says much. But the moment he's up, suddenly everybody has opinions, theories, and stories they want to tell. You got Mayo in the mix, and a lot of people feel that rent money jab hit way too close to home. Once 50 aired out that situation publicly, Mayo's whole tone shifted fast. What started as commentary turned personal real quick, and fans definitely picked up on that change in energy. Then there's Jaguar Wright. A lot of people respect her for calling out industry mess for years, no doubt. But at the same time, fans are saying she looks frustrated that 50's Diddy documentary got all the attention while she's been sounding alarms long before anyone wanted to listen. Some feel like this is less about exposing truth and more about feeling overlooked while someone else gets the spotlight. And of course, Vivica Fox is always part of the conversation. Let's be honest, plenty of fans think she still has unresolved feelings for 50 after all these years. Every time his name comes up, she seems emotionally invested, and people notice that. That's why a lot of fans aren't buying the DL rumors at all. To them, this looks more like old emotions resurfacing than new information coming out. When you step back and look at the whole picture, the common opinion online is pretty clear. Most people think 50 is being targeted by folks with bruised egos who don't like seeing him win again and again. Instead of celebrating his success, they're trying to poke holes in his image. But that's where the debate really starts. Is there any truth hiding behind these rumors, or is this just bitterness dressed up as concern? Are Maino, Jaguar, and Vivica reacting emotionally while 50 keeps leveling up? Or is there something deeper people aren't seeing? Now it's on you. What's your take on this whole situation? Do you think these rumors hold any weight? Or is this just another case of people being mad that 50 is on top right now? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't miss the next one. We'll catch you there.